I feel like, I don't know. Let me know if this one is the category of hurt people. Mm-hmm. This one is this is a tough one. It's a little heartbreaker. All right. This one's a true off my chest. Mm-hmm. It's posted 15 hours ago. I hate my autistic child, and I'm going to divorce my husband because of it. I just need to scream into a void. Any void. I have 3 children with John. He is the love of my life. Life was perfect before Jill was born. Jill is extremely autistic. She's textbook. Screaming, meltdowns, aggression. We lost everything as a family the moment we realized she isn't going to improve. She's beyond expensive. I had to quit my job when she was 4 to care for her. My other children live in fear of their sister. She hits, breaks things, screams, tears things apart, spits. No medication has worked. No counseling, no therapy. Nothing has worked. My husband and I have had a dead bedroom ever since I quit my job, pretty much, and it was winding down severely before then. I just can't do this anymore. A few days ago, I begged my husband to take the day off work so I could clear my head. I felt myself slipping into my own mental breakdown. He told me no, as money was too tight and we can't afford it. While it's true we can't afford it, no one else is willing to take care of Jill. I couldn't stick her on the only people that would, which are my parents. They are far too old to deal with a child hitting them with their full force. Jill got into a fight with one of her older siblings and I just lost my shit. She hurt her sibling so badly and I just lost it. Their other sibling has had to help rip her off and call their father to come home. I screamed at their father that it's over. I hated Jill, I hate him, and we're getting divorced. I said many hurtful things, but nothing about my other 2 children. I drove over 4 hours with my 2 kids to my sister's place. I had to get away. My husband has been blowing up my phone. I just can't do it anymore. I miss being a good mom. I miss my job. I miss being able to go to the zoo with my kids. I miss being able to go to their school events. I miss eating as a family. I miss restaurants, friends, holidays. I miss having money. I miss life from before Jill. I miss my 2 kids. I miss my husband. I just needed to vent. I know I'm a shitty mom. I know I'm not a good person. I know I deserve it. I just needed to vent somewhere. I don't want to face reality. I just want to wake up from this nightmare.
Wow. That one was tough.
That one hurts.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say. Oh my God. That was so tough.
Yeah, that one just hurt. I mean, some people, you never know, what your kid is going to be like when they come out. Everybody
That's
has
the thing. Like, I don't know if you plan on having kids, like you have to be ready for anything. Like you cannot just abandon that child.
Right?
Just because it's like they're not like what you expected them to be. Like things happen.
Right, but I feel like this is past they're not what you expected to be. Like she's autistic to the point where she has violent outbreaks and starts.
But what is she supposed to do? She said like no medication helps. You can't just abandon her. Like she's your child.
But I don't know. What can you do?
I have no idea.
What can you do when your child is literally swinging and beating on your other child with all of their strength?
I don't know.
Because
what
they don't have any control.
Like I don't know if there's like, I don't know, special like facilities for children like this. Like
yeah, there'd have to be. Top comment: ex-caretaker in a facility for mentally disabled persons here. Yeah. Jill needs professional care. And I know that even for us professionals of mental health, it can be very hard to manage cases like Jill. She needs a routine that's easy to follow every day, so she will be calmer. It will be easier to communicate and also easier to assess her needs. If you've come to hate her and she's destroying your life, it means that you both need space and time away from each other to find new bases for your relationship. Let professionals get between you two. They will know how to guide you and repair the image you have of her. Neither of the both of you deserve this. Stop struggling alone.
Yeah. That's so tough.
It's like, so tough. And my thing with that is like, what if you can't afford to put your kid into a special facility that would help with this stuff? Like, how does the government help?
Maybe there's like subsidies, but
well, like if
I don't know,
isn't or anything like that, it's just tough. And I feel like that's something that
you have to
people don't really think about when they're gonna have kids.
Exactly. That's something that you have to consider before you have a kid. Like, they're not always gonna be what you expect, and like you literally have to be ready for anything. Like, and I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. To me, like, I mean, obviously I don't have a kid, but like I kind of compare it to like when people, they get dogs and then they adopt a dog and then they're like nothing what they expect. And I know it's totally different, but I think it's like a little bit similar in a sense, like, okay, you signed up for that. Like, you can't just give the dog away now. Right. And I know you can, people do. I don't like that.
But when it comes to a kid, you certainly can't.
You cannot. Like, you have to, I don't know. I do feel for her. Obviously I have no idea like what she's going through mentally. I mean, she gave us a kind of like a little bit of a glimpse, but like it sounds like hell.
But just because you want to divorce your husband doesn't mean
you're getting rid of your child.
Right?
Like you can't, I don't know, you can't just run away from that.
Yeah. So like what do you do?
I don't know. That's so tough. And like that also makes me sad because like I don't know. That's why like people, like kids get put up for adoption too, I think. Like I don't know. Like for situations like this, like I don't know how many parents out there like they can't handle like their kids, or like it's maybe too much and then like put them up for adoption, you know?
Yeah. So Jill, sorry, not Jill. So the OP makes one reply on the whole thread. And I think he was replying to kind of that top comment. And she says, I've wanted this for Jill for years already. Jill has always been extremely aggressive and it's so taxing on her siblings alone. My husband is deathly afraid of institutions and homes due to a personal experience, and no amount of convincing him has had him change his mind. He's sure that something horrible happened to Jill in one. The topic triggers an explosive argument. I want to get Jill help, and I want my children to be safe. I want my husband to come back to earth and realize that this is not working. He coddles Jill and swears that love will fix her. Love is not fixing this. She needs help. I want to get her help. I'm almost 100% certain that my husband and I will actually divorce at this point in time because Jill hurting her sibling was so bad it was my final straw. He refuses to put her in a home. I do not want to leave Jill in his care, but I can't put my other kids through that again. If he won't agree to get her help, then there's nothing else I can do.
Oh my God.
This kind of brings a little bit more light to the situation of why she drove 4 hours away from the house and took her other two kids, because she has been wanting to get Jill help. Yeah. And the husband is refusing.
So it sounds like she does care for Jill, which is like a relief.
Wants her to get help.
Yeah.
Wants to put her in at home, but the husband is refusing. And that was kind of the last straw. After Jill attacked her sibling, mom is like, that's it. I'm done. I'm out. I'm leaving. This is the husband's fault. We should have put her in a care facility a long time ago. And it kind of makes sense now, her original post of like just wanting to leave and leave it for the husband to deal with, because she's been wanting to put Jill in a home and husband has not been letting it.
Yeah. I mean, it's also tough for the husband if he has like some past trauma and like
yeah, absolutely
PTSD from personal experiences. So that's really tough too. Like this situation sucks.
It's tough all around. But at the end of the day, you got to make I feel like in this little vacuum of a story, you got to make a tough decision for your other two children.
But also for Jill,
and Jill as well. Like, what happens when she gets a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, a little bit more powerful, and if she has another violent outbreak, she'll be hurting herself, hurting other kids. It could go a little farther. Like, who knows what can happen?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, although I don't know what OP's husband or ex-husband has gone through, I think like he needs to put Jill first. Like, when you have kids, you have to put them first.
Yeah.
That is a sacrifice that you make for having kids. So
do the research, find a place that is really good.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so tough. Like, this is probably like one of the toughest.
This one hurts.
Ones. That, yeah, I can't imagine that. That's a really crappy situation to be in. I really hope the best for everybody, and I hope Jill gets the help and support that she requires.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Wow.
Whew.
I think we need to move on from that one. That one was,
I think so,
dark and deep.
That one hurts.
That one was, yeah, that one hurt.
Some hurt people in that story.
Yeah. Damn.